In a kingdom far away, a magical orchard glowed under the moonlight with golden apples. But King Berende watched from his balcony with fury as his precious fruit was stolen. He summoned his three sons and commanded them to catch the mysterious thief immediately. The eldest brother stood watch by the tree, but boredom quickly overtook his duty. He fell into a deep sleep, snoring loudly on the grass while the thief struck. Morning came, and he lied to his father with a careless shrug and nervous smile. The second brother fared no better, sleeping soundly through his watch on the next night. But young Prince Ivan washed his face with cold water, determined to stay awake. He fought against the heavy weight of sleep, staring into the dark with unwavering focus. Suddenly, a blinding golden light pierced the darkness of the orchard, growing ever brighter. The legendary Firebird landed on a branch, its feathers burning with a magical flame. Ivan crept closer through the grass, his face lit by the creature's radiant glow. He leapt to catch it, but the bird burst into sparks and slipped away. The bird escaped, leaving Ivan holding nothing but a single glowing golden feather.
Aghast,
He presented the radiant prize to the king, lighting up the entire throne room. Commanded to find the bird, Ivan rode out at the break of dawn alone. He reached a lonely crossroads where three dusty paths stretched into the unknown distance. An ancient mossy stone warned that the right path would cost him his horse. He read the grim prophecy but chose the path of sacrifice and danger anyway. Into the fog he rode, knowing he would soon walk alone without his steed. The forest was dark and twisted, filled with an eerie silence and gray mist. A giant gray wolf emerged from the fog, its yellow eyes watching him hungrily. The beast blocked the path, a terrifying shadow standing against the trembling horse. In a flash of chaos, the prophecy of the stone came true instantly. Ivan wept alone in the moonlight, mourning his lost companion on the empty road. Exhausted and hopeless, he wandered on foot through the endless woods in dirty clothes. But the wolf returned, watching the prince with a calm and intelligent gaze. "I ate your horse," it said, "so now I will serve you faithfully." Ivan climbed onto the wolf's back, trusting the giant beast with his life. They sped across the land faster than any horse could ever run. They arrived at a dark fortress where the Firebird was kept high in a tower. The wolf warned him sternly to take the bird, but never touch the cage.
Don't touch the cage.
Ivan scaled the wall, slipping past the sleeping guards like a silent shadow. There sat the Firebird asleep in a cage of sparkling gold and diamonds. He took the bird, gently hiding its light beneath his coat to escape. But greed took hold and he reached out to touch the beautiful golden cage. Alarm screamed through the tower, waking every guard in the fortress instantly. Captured and bound, Ivan was dragged before the angry Tsar Afron in shame. Bring me the golden horse, the Tsar shouted, or face your doom, young prince. Ivan returned to the wolf, who shook his head in deep disappointment in him.
this is just disappointing.
They ran through the snow, racing toward the next distant kingdom under the moon. "Do not touch the bridle," the wolf warned him, once again drawing in the snow.
I won't touch it.
Ivan sneaked into the stables past guards sleeping soundly in the warm straw. The golden horse stood there, its mane shining like the sun in the dark.
Hello there.
But on the wall hung a bridle dripping with rubies and tempting diamonds. He touched it, and the trap snapped shut with a loud metallic clang. Guards swarmed him, pinning the prince to the ground with spears once more. Sir Cussman laughed, demanding Princess
Very well,
Helen in
Prince
exchange
Ivan.
for the prince's life and freedom.
I accept.
He showed Ivan a portrait of the beauty he must kidnap to save himself. The Wolf buried his face in his paw, tired of Ivan's foolish mistakes.
Stay here.
Stay here, the Wolf said. I will capture the princess myself this time. In the royal garden, Princess Helen walked among the blooming flowers, enjoying the sun. The Wolf watched from the shadows, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. He leapt out, snatching the princess gently before she could cry out for help. When Ivan met her, true love struck them both instantly in the forest. They rode away together, hearts beating as one under the golden sunset light. But Ivan grew sad, unable to trade his true love for a horse.
I will replace
Fear not, said the Wolf, I will take her place for you now. With a stomp of his paw, magic swirled violently around the giant beast. The Wolf became a perfect copy of the beautiful Princess Helen standing there. Ivan presented the false princess to the delighted Sir Cussman in the grand hall. The king handed over the golden horse, unaware of the trick being played. Ivan fled with the real Helen riding the golden horse to freedom and safety. At the wedding feast, the new bride ate like a wild animal, shocking everyone. Suddenly, the illusion faded, and the princess transformed back into a beast. The king screamed in terror as the Wolf grinned back at him with teeth. The Wolf smashed through the window, escaping into the cool night air. He rejoined his friends, running alongside the golden horse in a victory lap. But Ivan was sad again, not wanting to lose the magnificent golden horse. I will help you one last time, the loyal Wolf promised his friend.
I will be the horse.
Magic dust swirled as the Wolf transformed into a golden steed of light. It looked perfect, though his eyes held a wild and yellow wolfish glint. Ivan traded the false horse for the Firebird, completing his quest at last. Now he had the princess, the horse, and the bird of legend together. But as Ivan mounted his prize, the horse turned back into a wolf. The beast threw the king and bolted through the open gates to freedom. At the crossroads, Ivan hugged the wolf, weeping at their final parting. The wolf stood on a hill, howling a final lonely goodbye to Ivan. Ivan and Helen rode on, dreaming of their happy life ahead together. But as they slept in a meadow, dark shadows crept over their bodies. The envious brothers looked down with greed burning in their jealous eyes. One drew his sword while the other signaled for deadly silence in the rain. The blade fell and darkness claimed the young prince in an instant. They dragged Helen away, stealing the treasures and leaving Ivan behind in the storm. They threatened her with death if she ever spoke of their terrible crime. Ivan lay lifeless in the rain, forgotten by all but one loyal friend. The Grey Wolf returned, howling in grief over his fallen friend and master. He caught a mother crow, demanding she pay a ransom for her chick. Bring me the water of life and death, the wolf commanded the bird. The crow flew to the ends of the earth to save her baby. She returned with 2 glowing gourds filled with magical healing waters for him. The wolf sprinkled the water of death, knitting the fatal wounds together perfectly. He sprinkled the water of life, and Ivan gasped, breathing air once again.
Where are they?
Your brothers betrayed you, the wolf said. We must ride now to justice.
Gone.
They chased the traitors, moving faster than the storm itself down the road.
To the prince.
At the camp, the brothers celebrated while Helen wept in despair nearby.
Roar. To us.
The shadow of the wolf fell upon them, terrifying the wicked men instantly. Ivan untied his love and she collapsed into his arms with relief. For the last time, Ivan bid farewell to his savior and best friend. He rode toward home ready to reclaim his honor and his life.
My goodness!
Guards gasped as the blinding golden light approached the city gates
What
at
is
dawn.
that?
The people cheered as the hero returned with wonders beyond belief to the city. Inside, the old king sat in sorrow, mourning his lost son in darkness. The doors burst open, flooding the room with a brilliant and magical light. The Firebird sang, erasing the king's grief with its magical melody of joy.
Glorious.
Helen curtsied,
home,
and the
my
king
dear Helen.
welcomed her with a warm and fatherly
Thank
smile.
you, Father.
Ivan told the
brothers, they
truth,
struck him
revealing the
down.
treachery of his brothers to the court. The king turned their portraits away, choosing the son with honor and courage. The family embraced, reunited by courage and the help of a loyal friend. A royal wedding was decreed,
Ivan
and the
and
kingdom
Helen
rejoiced in
will be
peace
wed.
and happiness. Banners were hung and tables set for the greatest feast ever seen.
The banners look magnificent.
Ivan and Helen were crowned, standing together at the garden altar in love. They sealed their vows with a kiss amidst a rain of flower petals. The horse and bird glowed brightly, guests of honor at the wedding feast. Fireworks painted the sky, celebrating the triumph of good over evil forces. Ivan looked to the forest, sending a silent thank you to the Wolf. Far away, a lone silhouette watched the castle one last time before vanishing. The picture froze, becoming a painting of a happily ever after ending. The heavy book closed, finishing the tale of the Firebird and the Wolf. A single feather remained glowing softly in the dark room, marking the end.